there's this little bolt right down in there. As you can see, is a bit of a joke right there.
A new place, a new home.
Could be going better.
Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new land passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt.
Good morning. We're back here in New Jersey. So we went and dropped the RV off to get a leg replaced, and that took about a week, so we had to go get an Airbnb. We went into New York City, like took a little vacation, I guess you could call it, which was nice, but when we returned, we found that they hadn't even touched the RV and nothing was fixed at all. And they're like, well, give us another week, which we obviously couldn't do, not only because we're here for Riverside 50K, but also because we don't have anywhere else to live. So, yeah, so we just took it back, and the RV place has failed us. But I'm over here, I got a new turbo for the car. The event loads in today. There's the car. Sitting there, all alone and sad. Really just hoping that this freaking turbo works. It's the exact same turbo. It should work. I got from Boost Lab. That's the Boost Lab 62 millimeter ball bearing turbo. And they actually want me to send me this one, or they want me to send this blown one back to them so they can try and see what failed. It seems like there could be a lot of things that made it fail. So we'll see, but let's go put this turbo on. Hope that freaking works. All right, here we go. Please. Please work. All right, there she is. Look how pretty. Pretty new turbo. Look at all that. Look at all the swag. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Boost Lab. I've never swapped a turbo, but I mean, it looks pretty straightforward, right? Yeah. So this is actually the updated version of their 6262. So I was hoping that nothing moved, you know what I mean? Sometimes whenever like a product gets updated in anything, you know, they might change like maybe where some of the inlets and stuff are, like with oil line or whatever. But it looks like everything's in the same spot, so all the lines and everything should go right on. All right, let's get it on there. Okay, so this is where I am right now. Let me show you. So I'm trying to take the turbo off, but there's stuff like, so I'm trying to take the housing off. There's this little bolt right down in there. All the other ones come off. That one, as you can see, is a bit of a joke right there. How the heck am I supposed to get that? So I would ideally swap the whole turbo, because that's what I'm, you know, I got a turbo. So I got these 4 main bolts out, took the lines off, but I got this little buddy. You can't really see, he's back down in there. There's another one right there. So what I'm doing now is an Allen. So I have this Allen and I've cut it down to try and make it fit in there, and figuring out how to get leverage on it is gonna be my next thing. With swapping this turbo is, in theory, it's easy, you know, it's just take the stuff off and put it back on, but it's like really hard to get to some of this stuff. It's proven to be a real pain in the butt. I had to leave to go get E85. There's no E85 stations anywhere near here in Jersey, so it was a hour each way drive down closer to Philadelphia to get it filled up. I tried to find a tool that could help me. Nobody stocks anything, at least not that I could find. I don't know, that's what I'm doing right now. It's 5 o'clock. So most of the day is gone. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep whittling away at this until I figure out a way to get that stupid bolt off. Okay, now it's on there. So now for some leverage. Ah, the turbo is off. Still not done, as you can see. Gotta get this guy off and that bolt in there. At least the turbo's off, so making progress. Okay, so just loosened all these, so I was able to kind of like clock the turbo to get oil drain out. So the next thing I'm running into, which isn't that big of a deal, this line runs to my wastegate, and the new turbo doesn't have that, so I didn't realize that. Apparently when Sam was putting the car together, he just tapped this line in. So as far as I can tell, it's not terrible. So I think I can just use this front cover and swap them out, so that way I don't have to tap another hole right now, because that's gonna be a pain in the butt. Anyway, so I'm gonna swap that over, clock everything, get it together, and then I'm gonna have to put this turbo back together. because Boost Lab wants it. They want me to send it to them. They gave me a good deal on this one, but they want this one back because they want to go over it and try to figure out what exactly caused the failure. Here we go. All right, so it's the next day. I was out here pretty late just dealing with, you know, little dumb stuff, getting the turbo on, but there it is. It's in there. I think I got everything hooked up and clocked. So now we're gonna fire it up. Ooh. Come on, baby. All right, well, that's a start. Nice. Let it run for a minute, make sure nothing's leaking. Primarily the oil feed line and the drain. I don't really have compressed air, so I don't really have a great way to check for boost leaks, but we'll see. I cleaned out the intercooler last night because there was a little bit of oil in there. Hope she runs, dude. We did it. Car seems okay. I haven't run it yet. I did a couple pulls and it felt pretty good. I don't see any leaks. I don't think I have any boost leaks. I even wiped the car down. Can't remember the last time that happened. Got the banner on and all. Yeah, dude. 10 minutes before driver's meeting. Went through tech. I'm excited. It's a lot of heavy hitters out here. Doing a good job, are you? Get all the water off. Yeah, get this thing going.
I moved some fencing around to make it easier for everybody. When you go underneath the tunnel, right? Go to the right, drive around the big wall, and then get back online. It's gonna be...
My impact is dead. Not like the battery's dead. The tool itself is no longer working. So that is unfortunate. As you know, that just tripled my tire changing time. Sweet. All right, we're getting somewhere. I've done 4 laps so far, all follow and 1 lead. It's a way shorter line to do follow laps. So I've never been here before, so I figured try and follow somebody. Of course, I followed like Dirk Stratton, where it's just like totally smoked out. But anyway, it looks like the line's dying down. I'm gonna try and get some lead laps in before qualifying. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get a lead lap in. You know, that actually felt bigger than it was. Oh. That felt about as big as it was. Wait, is the trunk open? Well, that's something I have to address. Okay, here we go. So I've had 300 tread wears on this whole time. Now I have 200. This is getting old, y'all. This is getting old. So, the guy in front of me just randomly straightened out, and I broke a wheel on his wheel, bent a tie rod. I don't know. Let's pull the wheel off and see what we can find. Okay, so damage report, really bent inner tie rod, and brand new SLR control arm, and a very broken wheel.
What's going on, babe?
Fortunately, Andy Haley had several spares, so this is one of his older spares, and we are swapping it on there. Control arm, all the bolts are off, it's just kind of wedged in there and stuck. So that's what, we're trying to take it off now.
And to top it off, the truck won't start. What's wrong with the truck?
I don't know, it seems like battery or something. It has 2 batteries. I don't know anything about big trucks. I don't know, I'm working on it. I need a hug. 2 by outer 2, it was like a lot laggier than it normally would be. So a little bit of a clutch kick, and I got the boost, it was fine. And then by 3, I had nothing. I was trying to get the RPM higher and higher and higher, trying to find where the boost was. And just by then I was in the wall.
The shock tower is complete, like, this part's pretty straight. You just crunch it right here. But it looks like it's already been pulled back.
Yeah, it's already been.
So that's old? Yeah. Okay. So it looks like, it didn't even bend the suspension arm, did it?
No, it did now.
It just bent shock tower. Because you hit like up here, right? Oh yeah, look at it. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty easy to figure out. So what I would do then is I would cut this. Even if this ends up being 2 pieces, it's not really gonna matter. Like, you could weld it crooked later and then like properly cut it off and fix it.
Okay.
But I would cut it right here so that this isn't tied to this, because this seems still pretty good.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I was pulling it out.
Where?
That thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You said give it a yank. Pull it down. Just bending that bar further out. You're cutting on that. All that's doing is fucking pulling this. Do you have a bigger one of those? No, I'm just kidding. Stop. Keep going.
I think I ripped away from the inside.
That didn't sound good.
All right, so we're making progress. So last night was crazy. There were like 20 people helping me pull the car out. Rome was very helpful. He stayed until like midnight. Him and his mechanic and Jeremy, dude, it was amazing. So I needed a boot. I now have a boot. I borrowed one from somebody. The tie rod has some play in it. I caught a ride to AutoZone, got some tie rods. The truck still doesn't start, so that's super cool. We have to figure that out. Yeah, so I have until, oh, yeah, I was pulling. Anyway, you can see what I'm doing here, putting it all back together. I have 2 hours to get the car ready, and then we're gonna go out, and I'm just gonna do, I just have to complete a run, and then we'll be okay, but we'll fix it.
What's up, babe?
So I got this boot, I put the boot on, charge pipe back on. It's just awkward, you know, trying to get it all to fit and be clocked correctly. Clamp's a little messed up, but I'm trying to get it fit back on there. After I get these, I just need to put brake fluid in it, and then just kind of eyeball the front end alignment as best I can. Oh crap, the wheel's a different offset now. Well,
And how much time do we have?
I have about an hour to not get any practice.
All right, send it.
And if I make it in, my first battle is Taylor Ray. Yeah.
Through a series of unfortunate events, our truck also won't start. so I don't know what's going on, but I have a voltmeter and I'm gonna see what I can do.
Okay, check it out. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I went through, tightened everything down to try and find a boost leak. There's nothing glaring, but I think we might be okay. We got an alignment done, pretty much, and I technically might have time to put the over fender on, but I'd honestly rather not. I don't like being like super rushed, so I'm just gonna not put the over fender on and have time to like eat a granola bar and drink some water and then get to the line nice and early, and that makes me feel a lot better. So my phone ringing, that means I gotta go. Doing a weird thing at angle, so let's try and drive around that. Felt weird and I shifted into first, so that was unfollowable. They're not going to give that to me.
You got it.
Thanks, dude. That's not what you want. So the drifting day didn't go well, and now we've been dealing for the rest of the day. We're just trying to get the truck to start, and we can't figure out why it won't start. What do you think? What's the problem?
I'm gonna figure it out.
She's gonna figure it out. She's gonna get in there and see what's up. I feel like it's an electrical problem,
That's what I think.
but I don't know. And I watched a few YouTube videos on it, and it's like everything is interconnected somehow. Like trailering modules can have something to do with the car not starting. This is what BB's in. So her spirits are high. I don't know. I feel like we've tried everything, obvious and not obvious. We thought it was a starter. It might still be a starter, but we can't get a starter like anywhere. Like no parts store even carries it anywhere. Dealers don't have it. So I don't know. I still feel like it's an electrical problem though. We're gonna keep hacking away at it, but that's what we're doing now.